We've talked about the development of attention. Now let's consider the other end of a lifespan and the changes in the brain and behavior associated with normal aging. That is, aging without a diagnosis of any specific disease like Alzheimer's or Parkinson's. Aging causes a host of biological changes throughout the body, the causes of which are the subject of extensive research. Aging is associated with loss of muscle mass, changes in skin and hair texture, reduced bone density, loss of elasticity in the lens of the eye, which is why many people need reading glasses as they age, and increased susceptibility to infections, to name just a few. At a cellular and molecular level, older animals have shorter telomeres and numerous changes in gene expression. Normal aging is accompanied by decreases in the volume of both gray and white matter in the brain, especially in the prefrontal cortex. The strength of functional connectivity between prefrontal and posterior sensory areas also decreases with age. This is important because it presumably relates to the ability of goals represented in prefrontal cortex to bias and control sensory signals elsewhere in the brain. These changes don't occur at a constant rate, but seem to accelerate after around age 70. Processing speed and reaction times slow down for most tasks as we age, from simple sensory response paradigms to cognitive working memory and attention tasks. This slowing down is correlated with overall reductions in the volume of gray matter in the brain, and specifically with the losses of white matter in prefrontal areas. Learning and memory decline. Raw working memory capacity is relatively unaffected, but our ability to manipulate the information in working memory decreases. Similarly, sustained attention seems relatively preserved during aging. However, our ability to ignore distractors is impaired, as is our ability to divide our attention or to switch between multiple tasks. Can anything prevent these changes? Individual cognitive trajectories over time can vary dramatically, even between those without diagnosis of a particular disease. High levels of education are associated with less brain atrophy and lower incidence of dementia, but it's unclear whether this relationship is causal or not. A number of brain training programs, which claim to prevent or reverse the symptoms of aging, have become available. However, to date, there is no evidence that these programs are more effective than simply pursuing variety and mental stimulation during everyday life. For example, by joining a book club, learning some new skills, or volunteering regularly. In rats, blood transfusions from young to old animals have been shown to slow some of the physical and cognitive signs of aging, a finding which has led some companies to offer blood transfusion treatments without any evidence in humans. So far, continued mental stimulation and physical exercise are the best proven methods for maintaining both cognitive abilities and physical health during normal aging.